Who
I
is it?
kind of hear,
Hey,
Hi.
hello.
Dana!
What's
I'm
happening?
gonna get you because you didn't say nothing. We'll talk later.
Okay. Let's talk after the live because
Hi, Ronnie.
I've been out of commission this week.
Hi, Jess. All right, so I'm gonna tell him too. We are live.
Look at us, all natural with no filters. Period.
Um, there, add Machiavelli. I have a filter.
Machiavelli.
I didn't feel like putting any makeup on, so he said I'm
It's.
watching.
I was like, they're gonna get this, and that's just it.
So we're gonna hop right into it. That
I mean,
way,
what's his name? Just Machiavelli?
yeah, he'll
Mac
introduce him.
underscore. Yeah.
Is he
His
on here
name is
now?
yeah,
You said M underscore?
yeah.
Mac MACK
Hey,
underscore, and then AVELI.
Okay. There it is.
got him.
Yeah. Okay. I just invited
His
him.
name
It
is
says,
Mike.
is he an? It says 211. Is he an Aquarius? Because I.
Is,
Wow.
are you an
What's up
Aquarius,
with
Mike?
Aquarius? Yes, I
Oh
am.
my God, my
I
God.
can see the look already. Tell me, what's so bad about us?
Y'all are just, y'all want to be free and y'all want to do y'all's own thing, which is fine, but it's just too
That's not
much.
me, though. That's not how I am.
Okay, I need you to move from behind that curtain and get against the wall.
You know what I'll do? I'll put my light on. Hold on. Because I'm in my man cave right now. I'm sorry. So we better hold on. I got to put a shirt on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Because that's
Can
how Aquariuses be. They be like knowing how to
You
talk to
come
women, but they be like
you come
doing
as you
something
are.
else.
Dana, come as you are.
Shirt
What
on,
happened?
shirt off.
This is just like church. Come as you are.
Come
Shirt,
as you
no
are. We're
shirt.
just happy that
Listen,
you're here. We're
just
just happy you're here.
shirt on, shirt off stuff. All right, I'm here. We're good. All right, cool.
All right, so today we're talking about submission. I think we talked about it a few weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and we heard a lot of women's perspectives, but we really haven't heard from the guys. So I think the one thing that we kept saying was like, what does submission mean to men? How should we know when to submit? So what are your thoughts on that?
Like from our point of view as men, or for what we think y'all should could do for submitting.
Both.
Um,
Mm.
for us, I don't know what it is with a lot of men, but there's nothing wrong with being submissive to your woman. If she needs you, she needs you. You know what I mean? If you're with your friend, she calls, you should be able to pick up and take off. And I think vice versa, as far as the women are concerned too. There should be no, like, as far as the relationship is concerned, if you guys are conjoined, I think it's better for 100% on both ends instead of 50-50, because 100 plus 100 is a bigger number. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you're giving your all to somebody, then you should expect them to give it back to you. So, if you're in a partnership, if there's needs and wants, and those are expressed mutually between each other at any given time, if a phone call or anything happens, you need to be first priority or top priority, however you want to say it. So that's just how I see it, and I think that's on both ends. I don't think that there is any gender that should pay more attention to that than any other. You know what I mean? So
I have a question. Before we, why do you think that what you just said with like people giving both? Why do you think that women give like more submiss, like being more submissive than men are?
um,
Like
I don't
honestly,
I
like
don't think that women are more submissive than men. Because some of y'all are ferocious, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just, you know what I mean. A lot of time it's misplaced. You know what I mean? And like I said, it goes on both parts. Like a lot of people will, not put it in the right place. So I can't say that I feel that women are more submissive than men, because boy, I know some men that need to wear some pants.
I think
So,
women are definitely more submissive than men.
You
yeah,
said what,
'cause
Dana?
I definitely think women are more submissive
Hmm.
than men are. And I think there is an expectancy for that. That's
I
just,
agree.
that's been around
Yeah.
forever, you know?
He said he agrees. I'm glad you are being honest.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I agree with that totally,
But
man.
when you say we're ferocious, we are ferocious because
Hell
we're
yeah.
not submissive to every man. No, you know.
Yeah.
But when you're in a relationship, like a real relationship, and that's your person, then women we don't mind being submissive
Of
to a man
course.
that can
Of
lead us and that's
See?
our person. You know, like
And that's what I'm saying. That's what's but it's all about reciprocating, man. You got to find someone who's willing to do that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because
reciprocation is
yes,
key. Yeah,
Hmm.
because there's a lot
exactly.
of men that can't lead or like that.
Yeah.
Just maybe they don't want to, but I feel like that we always give a lot of ourselves up front. You know what I'm saying? Or like in the beginning, and
Hmm.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree
Yeah.
with that 1,000%
Yeah.
because, and I am far from that Jackson dude. Definitely not like him, but a lot of guys, I will say, need to cut
He's
that
not like
umbilical
him.
cord. Because listen, I know, right? Because listen, right? A lot of men, like it's common. You're raised by your mother. You know what I mean? But oh my gosh, you need to learn how to do the disconnect because a lot of people, man, they. I see some men will argue with women like a woman, like bro, like let her be her. You're a guy, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's kind of scary sometimes. So when it comes to men who they'll let you open up first, that's because they're used to their mother figuring them out. You know
Oh
I
what I'm
my
was
God,
saying?
you're
I
so
was just
right.
about to say
You're
that.
so right. If
Yes.
they're
Hell
a mama
yeah.
boy, oh man, because
It's worse,
we're
but
not the mama.
sheesh. Yeah, yeah, but women, man, that's what happens when and it's listen, right? It's a gift and a curse because
Mm-hmm.
for the women who don't have the man in their life,
Hmm.
they overcompensate with their son. And for the man who actually has the opportunity to have his daughter in his life, he overcompensates. And this is why was nothing wrong with you guys being ferocious, but this is why those little tiny little problems you guys have, we have to pay attention to because when we're fathers, of course it's ridiculous that you want to paint my nails and have a tea party, but
Yeah.
guess what? Me being 6'2", 250 pounds, I'm gonna sit there in your little pink chair with you and let you paint my fingernails and be very unreasonable. But when you turn 30, and you got a boyfriend and you're doing that same unreasonable stuff, he's like, wait a minute. So like I said, it works both ways because we as men, we do it to our daughters and y'all become very, ferocious. I'll just use that word. And the
Hmm.
men from the mothers become either narcissistic or needy. One of the N words.
Now, Jessica said some men are wanting mothers. Do you think that's the truth? And strippers?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I agree with that. It's a weird psychological issue, but like a lot of men, they get used to that, and it's just like at some point you shouldn't want to see the woman doing everything for you. Like you know what I mean? That's just me. Like
Right.
that's just me. Like I don't know.
Well,
And
yeah,
it, and
because
it
your woman is going to be different than your mother's love. Or your woman's love is different than your mother's love. The mother, I mean, they love you unconditionally. Not saying that your woman won't, but it's
Yeah.
just it's different
And
from
a
me
mother.
loving
very
my
different.
man and then his mom loving him, something like that. Like
Yeah.
it's totally different.
And most men,
Hmm.
their mother, they will tolerate bullshit, and then they expect
Mm-hmm.
for their son's girlfriends
Oh
and
yeah.
wives to tolerate the same thing. So they like, well, he's just a man, and whoop whoop whoop. No, like you're raising him
Because
wrong.
they're trying to push him off.
Yeah.
Come get him. I
Yes.
fucked up. Come get him. That's it. That's what that means. And I
Yeah.
could cuss, right? I don't want. I don't want. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was drinking. Can I like you said, come as I am, right? Because I was.
Yeah.
I
You're
don't have.
fine.
I
I
don't
have
have to
to learn
hide the
how to do
smoke or
that.
nothing like that. I don't
No,
have
you're
to.
fine.
Cool.
Tish, you didn't miss anything just yet.
Cause man, I done already wasted my time and poured the shit in a water bottle. Like they're gonna be like,
I'm done.
he's drinking. Listen, man. I don't know if people judge, man. I try to stay away from it. That's
what
all
do
I'm
you
saying.
what do you think about submission in the bedroom?
Whoa.
I feel like that's totally different.
It
Yeah,
is.
that is. But
But
you know what
I
though?
Yeah, we
think some
always want
people
to be submissive at.
but wait, I think that some people
We don't have a
they don't
problem
know
with
the
that.
difference.
Nah, hell no. Because listen, right? There are always going to be aspects of our lives that women are always going to be able to have an ace up their sleeve as far as saying no is concerned. And guys, not so much. Because if a guy is like, hey, babe, wake up, you know what I mean? I got a headache, something's up, whatever. No, we got to listen because if we don't listen, wow. Now, on the other hand, you come home drunk or fired up and we're
Yeah,
sleeping. You're like, babe, wake up. We don't want to do it. Oh, no. Hold up.
it's
Let
a
me see your
problem for
phone. Let me
sure.
see your phone. You know what I mean? Who you been dealing with? Why you ain't trying to touch me right now? So, you know, definitely a double-edged sword on that one.
I
You
agree.
you guys are monsters when it comes to that because it's not fair. It's not fair, okay? So I can say that, right? I can say that it's not fair and you guys don't get upset. We're good with that.
No, no, these are your views, so we respect it. You know that we want open views from everybody. So they're gonna be different, but no, I appreciate them.
You appreciate it, yeah.
And I appreciate y'all because, man, these open discussions are important sometimes. This is almost like therapy if you look at it in a way.
It
I
is.
think,
So
and
you
I
jump on every week.
Because,
yeah,
listen, I would feel crazy if I didn't, like, because I think everyone needs an opportunity to talk because, man, the unreasonable shit that we put y'all through and the unreasonable shit that y'all put us through, you can call it
And why are we
unreasonable,
so
right?
scared of therapy? Why are we all so scared of therapy? We do need some. I think everyone needs some form of therapy.
I
And
agree with that.
I mean, mental illness is real. And when people say mental illness, it's not like, oh, she's psycho. I mean, there's variations of it, but look how much we've endured, and look what the world is going through right now, and we just hold it all in, and then we're dealing with relationship issues and work issues. It's just so much.
yeah.
So
Oh, I need therapy. I've been through it.
I
we all do.
I think in the Black culture, especially, I think it's kind of like one of those discussions that we just don't have. I think other cultures they're more accepting to therapy,
Hmm.
but I think Black women and Black men need to seek more
Especially black
therapy.
men.
And I do think it's
Oh,
more Black men
yes.
that need to, because I think there's so much, and I think their mothers need to join a session or two, because I think
Hmm.
their mothers are enablers and they support that narcissistic behavior that their
Mhm.
sons have, and it's disgusting. It's to the
Well,
point
can I
where
just say, like, as
Mhm.
having a son and a daughter, that I mean, I know he's my son's 9, but I feel like I like as a mom, it really is like so different when you have a son because
Yes, it is.
it's like so different,
Hell yeah.
and because they
yes,
like love
Brandy.
their moms different than the daughters do,
Can I throw a
but
scenario? When you're done, I'm gonna
I
throw
would
a
say,
scenario. I'm sorry.
but like I don't see me like upholding like his BS when he gets older. You know what I'm saying? I think a little different anyways, but I just don't see me being like, no, he's just a man. I don't know because I be thinking that now like about guys, so I don't really know. But I just feel like
Oh, so.
I don't know, just I feel like it depends on what kind of mom you are too. You know what I'm saying? Like um to teach them right and wrong, or like, no, you shouldn't do that, or whatnot. Because the other day he told me, he was like, he had a note that was like, do you want to be my boyfriend? And it was like, yes or no. And I'm like, Dom, who is this? And he was like, it's my friend. He was like, but I said, are you gonna say yes or no? He was like, well, she's just my friend, like I don't want to be her boyfriend. He said, so I'm not gonna say anything. And I was like,
Mm. See,
that probably is
listen.
the best response, but to not say
Yes.
anything, but that's not right for real.
Because people need honesty. People need
Check
honesty.
no, yeah.
Check
Hey,
no.
but see, at the same time, man, listen, don't rush your answers for nobody. Like, if you really want to take your time and think about it, you don't feel like answering it, then don't answer. You don't have to answer. You know what I mean?
Why can't he answer and say, you know what, not right now. I need some time, or that's not where I'm at. Why just leave a
Okay, really.
female hanging?
And
I mean,
I
I know you're
told, I
talking about your
get
son,
that.
right? But
I
I'm
But
get
talking
how I'm
about
just
that.
like
saying, like, as
as
a
they get
man,
older.
like,
Yeah.
I feel like we do appreciate honesty, and they don't understand that we just want them to be honest with us. Like, just be honest. We still gonna love your fucking ass no matter
Yeah.
what. So just
Whoa,
tell us
whoa,
the
whoa,
truth.
whoa, wait. I got it. You said, guys said I can cuss, right?
Yeah.
So I was talking to, I'll just say the younger generation because, my father was a Rolling Stone. So it was one of my little cousins, right? I want to say he is maybe 22. He was telling me about this girl he likes, right? And I was telling him, I said, listen, right? Don't judge me, please. I'm being very honest right now.
You're
I said,
fine.
I said, listen, if you like her, be honest with her. There's no need to lie. And he was just like, well, she got a boyfriend. And I said, okay. Now, this is all theoretical, but it's still a situation. I said, and I've been in situations similar. And I said, listen, right? As you don't even have to be vulgar, but if you approached her and told her that you was physically attracted to her, even if she felt it was rude enough to walk away from you, like, damn, like you really just came up here. I don't even know you. You told me that I had a nice body and however you worded it. And hey, look, I'm being honest with you. I'm flat out. This is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And she can go home to her boyfriend and be like, hey, who's Jessica? And not get an answer and think about you and be like, damn, like here goes this dude I didn't know from a hole in the wall who was honest as hell with
Mm-hmm.
me. And here goes my boyfriend who was lying to me about who Jessica is. You know what I'm saying? So no
Mm-hmm.
matter what position you're in life, honesty is always respected.
Oh
Hmm.
You know what
yeah.
I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Honesty is always respected.
No,
So,
I agree. I agree.
And I feel like what men don't understand is that we're gonna maybe
Yes.
possibly be upset
hmm
and maybe talk
hmm
shit to you, but
always
if
give
you be
you the
nice to us
decision
the
to
next day,
choose.
it's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I learned that quick. Always give y'all the option to choose. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Jessica.
Always
Watch
give
out,
the
please,
option.
Jessica.
Well, we appreciate your views and everything tonight, Mike.
Look, Mike is
Jessica,
like, I'm just getting started. I'm
he's
rolling out.
like,
Hang on.
well,
Bring me in
Nah,
for
you
though.
30
guys are
minutes.
good. I'm chilling. I ain't, I was getting
Well,
ready to step out, so I'm chilling.
no. Um, Jessica actually wants to hop on really quick. She wanted to give her perspective, as a white woman, what submission is. So I think this should be interesting. I love it. So I love you, Mike. Dana,
Bye.
do you
Bye
want to?
I'll talk to
bye.
y'all later.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll
Thank
see you
you.
later. All right, bye.
What's Jessica saying?
Jazz J 0611.
That was great insight. Like, he
Yeah.
was like good.
Hi, Jazz.
Oh, hold on. I'm outside. Look, I ain't got the light. Hold on. Hey, I just want to make it apparent to everybody, too, that I'm not your typical white woman. But I still am white, so I have to represent a little bit. There goes my phone. Go ahead, Brittany.
So, what is your perspective of submission?
I think that women have no problem being submissive when we are given a comfort to be submissive. I feel like dating and relationships these days are so fucked up, for one. For two, I feel like if you be like the women that are too submissive or are submissive, they're getting cheated on, or they're like staying in, they're like playing their role. And then women that aren't submissive, that don't let shit slide, are, you know, masculine, too independent, or we're bitches, we talk too much, whatever. So I feel like submission is that's a giant word to put in a relationship, because I don't feel like we live in a generation where we can be submissive to men because they don't give us the opportunity to be submissive.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
all men. I think it's like more or less the men that maybe we attract or we like. And, you know, a lot of these women that have boyfriends and husbands, they are, you know, we're like, damn, how they get married? How are they in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Because they put up a lot of shit that, you know, at the end of the
That
day,
we're not going to.
yeah.
Or that we don't even know, like stuff that we don't even know about.
No,
Like so many
we
people make
know.
stuff.
Yeah, no, we know, but
Social media, we know.
Well, I'm just saying, like a lot
We're
of
just
people.
choosing. I will be
They-
single for the rest of my motherfucking life before I put up with bullshit. I mean, lying to me and shit. Because this is a problem. These girls know. They just choose submissive, whatever the fuck. No, to me, it's called ignorance. But if you want to call it submissive, you can.
Oh, she tapped out. Where'd she go? Jess, where'd you go?
We can't hear you.
I was paused. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
no, I agree with you. What you said at first, that there's uncertainty about when we should start being submissive, because when you are submissive too fast, then you get walked over.
Yes.
And then they're like, what more did we have to do? Because look how
Right.
I already got her. And look at the minimal
Yes.
effort I'm putting into it. I don't have to do anything. You're going to look up and still, it's not going to be anything. And then if you're not submissive early on, we're problematic. We're too
And we're a hoe.
emotional. We're too
We're a
much
hoe.
to
We're
deal
for the
with.
streets.
You know?
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
She
It's
said
just
for the
it's a
streets.
very small line.
What? For the streets?
She said for the streets.
Exactly.
Wait, not for the streets.
Facts though, y'all. Listen, we got to speak the lingo. I know we're
It
older
might be
now,
in the
but
car.
shit,
Yeah.
that's the truth.
No, that's the truth, Jess. I mean, I think you brought up some really good points. I think that ultimately, like Dana, and I think Dana too, if we are becoming too submissive up front, I think it's kind of like, what do they have to look for?
And that's what we do though, because at the end of the day, it doesn't take us long to realize if we like somebody or not. So the minute we know we like them, we're like, oh shit, you're not fucking annoying, you're not this, you're not that. I like you, so I'm automatically not gonna mess with nobody else. We're dudes, they like us, but they still gonna smash whoever because they look at things differently than we do.
Yeah.
And so then all of a sudden we're over here like, damn.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And then our feelings are getting hurt because we found somebody we liked and we chose to be somewhat submissive to, and then they fucked us over. So like, why be submissive to anybody? It just makes us hard, and that sucks.
Yes, and it does. It makes us angry, and then when we do meet the next person, then we're like,
if we're angry, then we're a
extra
bitch.
baggage now.
We're too masculine. We're this. We're that.
Or we just want someone to treat us the way that we would treat
That's
them.
it.
Like, if I'm gonna be loyal to you, I just want you to be loyal to me.
That's it.
I can never give 100% when I'm only getting 50. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But the problem is, as women, though, I feel like we always give more than they give us.
Yeah.
I think that just comes in our DNA. I think that comes as us being mothers. I feel like that just it's in our instinct. We give more than they do, as we shouldn't, but we do.
Yeah.
But then you gotta realize it, and
and
make
then
that
you have
decision.
to realize it, and you gotta step back. But it's hard as fuck to step back from somebody I mean, at that point, you know, you love or you like a whole lot, you know?
Yeah.
So then it's kind of like, damn, I got to step back and be less motherly or less instinctly. You know, it's just a hard game to play, and it's bullshit.
Ronnie says it comes with choosing the wrong partner.
Duh.
Yeah.
We're limited.
We're limited. We're limited.
We are limited, though.
Well, Jess, thanks for your input. Lulu wants to hop on Dana.
Okay.
So,
thank you guys.
Bye, Jess.
Bye.
They cut me off because I got to smoke a cigarette.
You're fine.
Brittany, I'm still not cut off, dog.
Dana's gonna get you here in a second.
Dana, cut me off, girl.
I invited Lulu.
And Mike's on her. I think you should join Mike and give us your point of view. I didn't mean to call you out, but I think you would give a great point of view.
Maybe she's jumping on now.
I think it's doing something.
Oh. She said, "I think it's doing something."
It's
It's
spinning.
doing something. We don't know.
Is Lulu texting you? Tell her.
No, she had already said earlier if she wanted to join. I've seen where she had joined the live.
Oh, okay.
That was good feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
agree.
Jessica's
Let
gone.
me try again.
Yeah.
And then if I can't get her on, I can get another guy on.
Yeah.
I also feel like that. I'm gonna say this really quick. I think it like really depends on too, like the partner and like just communicating and wanting to like set the expectations of what it is gonna be and how each of you are gonna feel and you know what I'm
Right.
saying, like what's gonna work for both of you, like you know what I'm saying.
Oh, Ronnie said we don't like the good guys, unfortunately.
Well, they all seem like good guys at first, though, until you get in there. And I think they're all still good guys. They just might not be for me, or we're just not on the same page at the same time.
Thank you,
Like,
Jessica.
I'm wanting
Thanks,
this,
Jess.
and but they're all good guys, I think. Or like we said last time,
Yeah.
you meet their representative of them.
Yeah. Dana, are any of your people on here? Any of your male friends?
Let me send out.
Who is Mike that you had mentioned earlier? Not friends, followers.
It's
Somebody said no, they play all day.
Mike is cool. We would see him down at Creole sometimes. Chocolate, perfect skin.
Okay.
A nice to me a nice representation of like a black man.
What's his name on here? Mike Adams.
Yeah, it's Iron and Bourbon is what it is, but I don't know if he wants to get on here or not. He didn't say anything.
Dana, add Iron and Bourbon and see if he joins.
Because it would be nice to hear like someone else's point of view. You know what I'm saying? That yeah. Oh, he said not tonight. Oh, he did have COVID.
Oh
so,
no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Praying for you. Iron and Bourbon, dang. So while we're waiting, do you want to go ahead and add Ronnie on?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just texting on.
He's gonna have something so good to say.
I know.
Come on and school us, Ronnie. How was everyone's day?
Good.
What was the weather like there?
It was sunny.
Good and hot.
Yeah, it was hot here too. It was beautiful. The sunset was so beautiful.
So are you drinking right now, Contray?
I had 2 shots because I worked it was a long day at work.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, if y'all want to take another, just let me know. Or Brittany, you can toast a wine and I can just do a half. I really need to be putting my chicken in the oven right now. Well, should have been in the oven, but
why? I mean, I've invited 2 people and they said they're unable to join. Is that on their end then?
Maybe they're not on here anymore. Like maybe when you requested them, they were on, but they've gone off.
Ronnie said she didn't get a request. Okay, Ronnie, scroll all the way up to where it says request to join and see if it'll let you request to join. You have to scroll all the way up to where when you join the live.
Yeah, so I'll just they'll just have to text me if they're ready.
Hi, Ronnie.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Let me try. No, I'm not even going to fool with that. It just is what it is.
Just hop right in, Ronnie. Go, because
Yeah.
we know you about to give it to us.
No, so y'all know I'm a nerd, right? These are my notes.
I love you.
So I just wanted to comment first on what was his name, Mike Machiavelli. Is that what's his name? So I loved the male perspective, especially when he said, "Let her be her," because a lot of times, even as women,
let him be him, let her be her. We try to control people and control how they react to things or how they, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
and so I love that he said that. And he also, when he said, I love how he said he's used, guys are used to their moms figuring them out first. Like, guys are so connected to their mom. Me having a son too, and like he's what, 27? Like on his chest, it's like mama's boy. You know, on his arm, it's like my initials and the curling iron and the Eye of Horus, and you know, all of that, just to represent who I am as an individual. So that's very deep when you think about the dynamics
Yes.
of that connectivity between mother and son, right?
Yes.
So therefore, you know, somebody said earlier, like, oh, you know, they're looking for a mama, like a mama figure. Well, it could go both ways, because maybe they didn't have a close relationship with their mothers. I remember dating guys in the past who didn't have a close relationship with their mothers. So therefore, they're seeking that guidance that they really needed when they was a child. Is that not the same for women? When we're like looking for that father figure because we grew up without a father. I grew up without a father. Who else on here grew up without a father? I grew up with nobody. Okay, just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or
had
you
my
can
dad,
have
and he
both
was just.
parents.
I was the only bastard. Okay.
Or you can have both parents and still not feel like you got the full love.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
when you're an adult, you're seeking that love and that acceptance and that, you know, everything that just that real love, you know, just knowing that someone really loves you and is in your corner.
Yeah.
And the kids that come from two-parent homes that still don't feel the love like that still don't feel the affection. And then we grow up as adults and maybe we're not the most affectionate and maybe we just love different. So yeah, it can affect both men and women.
That's so true. And when you said love different, like, that's why it's important to know your love language and
Mm-hmm.
understand your partner's love language, because we all have different love languages.
Yeah.
So I react to like words of endearment and, you know, things like that. As to some people are about affection and things like that. Like, I'm more so, you know, tell me how you feel about me. Let me feel it through your words. Let's connect on that level.
Affirmation. Yeah.
And I told y'all, so I'm like commenting the things that I heard, okay, that I really want to say something about. So somebody said, I think it was Brittany or maybe a couple people said, like, mothers like pretty much enable their sons' behavior and make excuses for them.
Not all, but most.
Well, most, but no, I'm going to say it because, like I said, I do have an older son, right? He's 27. So I have found myself at certain times saying, you just don't understand him. And the reason why is because I'm his mother and I understand what he went through growing up without a father. His father passed away, you know. So it was just like all these different dynamics of things he had to see and endure as a child that wasn't his fault. So therefore, I probably overcompensated when it came to him and kind of coddled him a little too much, or, you know, made excuses for him only because I understood like his fears of abandonment and, you know, just all the things that he went through. So it's like, it's not like you really just trying to make excuses for them. You're just understanding your child on a different level than a woman would, if that makes any sense. Because as women, which leads me to my next thing, why are we so scared to be submissive? Because of past traumas, right? And that's like and our past traumas could be childhood abuse, experience with previous partners who abused that right of us being submissive, right? So therefore, we've built this wall up. It's like it's going to keep us safe. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because of the things that we've been through in our past. So that contributes a lot as to why women probably have a hard time being submissive. But then it's like, I feel like everybody is talking about submissive as if it's like this terrible word. And like, you look up the word submission and it's ready to conform to the authority or will of others. So when we say conform, that's not really giving up who you are as an individual. Right. That's not giving up your independence. That's just basically saying, I love this person enough that it's not just about me anymore. It's about the partnership that I share with this individual. So I'm not looking at it like me being submissive or me, let's change that word, me conforming, you know, to your authority as a man, right? Or because, you know, it's, I guess throughout time we've been taught that men are the, you know, the head of the home,
Right.
the protector, the provider. So if you are in a relationship where this man is a provider, protector, whatever the case may be, why would you not want to conform to his authority? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I agree, because that's what I'm saying. I don't think we necessarily have a big problem with being submissive to men that are good to us and that do lead us and that are our people. It's just, I'm saying I'm not going to do it to everyone. No. If I'm just dating, no, they don't get that, because I already have a hard time being vulnerable and opening up anyways. So I feel like when you let someone in to that space, they're special, and that's different, and that's who I will be submissive to. But you have to show me, like, everyone can't get in like that. I'm just not that open.
Yeah, because we have standards. It's like, this is who I am. I love me. I know my strengths. I know what I bring to the table, and I mean, I know what my character is. So, like, why would I submit to the guy who has no respect for me or the woman? Because we have same-sex relationships, and things like that. So, like, what is it about this individual that gives them that type of privilege for you to say, hey, it's not about me anymore, it's about us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a heck of a privilege. And it's like,
that
who
is.
do you think you are that I should do this for you? Because I know all of us on here have submitted at some point in time to someone we've had no business.
And being disappointed,
we conform to their authority, and they abuse the authority. And it's just like, then what we can't do as women, now listen, everybody listen to this. I'm serious. Do not chastise every man or woman that comes into your life based upon your past experience, because they're not them. We can't take everybody and just categorize them and put them in a box and label them and ship them off, and that's that. Like, no, we got to give everybody a new opportunity to show and prove who we are. And maybe that comes with being more in tune with who we are as individuals. Then maybe we won't repetitively make the same choices, right? Because sometimes we can get stuck in a cycle of being attracted to the same type of person.
Yes.
Well, what is it about you? Because like attracts like. So what is it about you that keeps attracting these bad experiences into your life? I mean, I ask myself that all the time.
We can't hear you, Brittany.
Right before you said that, that was a thought that came in my mind, because I was thinking to myself, what if a woman strikes out? What if she's been in 5 experiences? In each experience, all 5 of them, the same exact thing happened. It's like, what? Like, come on! Like, what are we to expect for person number 6 that comes along? You know what I mean?
Common denominator.
No, for sure, yeah. But I don't know. I think that it's so hard to date in 2021. I remember a couple of years ago, I went on this dating spree where I think I went on like 17 dates with guys that were my type, not my type, guys that full spectrum. And literally every single guy striked out except maybe one. Every guy striked out where I was just like, you are just like that one. You're just like this one. Like, even though you may be lame or whatever, like, you still are a narcissist. You still have these same control issues, or you're still insecure. You're still, you still have trust issues in women. You're still a mama's boy. You're still wanting someone to hold your hand and rub your back, but you want to be the provider and the leader and all this other bitch. Like, it's I don't know. It's hard. Our choices are very limited.
Yeah.
I just think that it's hard to find someone that's not just going to be wasting your time, nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
And I feel like with me personally, like, if I'm like dating somebody and I really like them, and I'm just being honest, and am submissive. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do get bitchy, but we all do. But like, at the end of the day, I'm like submissive, and I just probably go a little too above and beyond for people that don't really necessarily deserve it. But once I'm done, I'm done. So, you know, I try not to like prejudge every guy and be like, he's going to be like this, because that's not necessarily the case. I just know that I go in giving my all and doing my best. And once I'm done, then you are the one that lost out. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
I had posed this topic on Facebook today, and so many people just kept saying like you have to be submissive to the right one, you know. And I think that's a mistake I make. I think I become submissive to the wrong one, you know.
But none of them have the right one. So, and I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, people, who the fuck's the right one? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
The
Like,
one that
what
makes
is
you
that? What does
happy,
that
the
look
one
like?
that commits to you and makes you happy and does not hurt you and does not
Yeah.
lie to you. That's the right one. No, I mean, they're not going to be perfect, but I mean,
But
I'm going to spend
yeah,
my time with a person that, you know, we're both grown. We know if I tell you, if you do this, this is going to hurt me, and you do it one time, okay, so I'm going to tell you. But if you continue doing that, then you have no regard for my feelings. So obviously, I'm not as important to you
Yeah.
as you are to me.
Yeah.
So no,
Absolutely.
that's another wall goes up. Another wall
Yep.
goes up. And each new man that comes to my life, when I'm done with the relationship in the past, it's completely done. So I'm not gonna treat the new one. It's like a
yeah.
clean slate with the new one. But it only takes so many times
Yeah.
before
The
you're
I
like,
feel
toler
like we put up with a lot too, because
the
sometimes they're
tolerance
good.
goes
So
the
good.
tolerance of accepting BS, it went from like here to here, where it's
the
like
older we get, yeah.
boom, you mess up,
We don't
okay,
have
look.
patience for that no
Yeah,
more.
we don't got time. Like if I am telling you that the way you're treating me is affecting my
Yeah.
daily life, my mental
Yes.
stability,
Yes. Yes.
and you repeatedly keep doing the same thing, like fool me once, what is it? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice,
Shame
shame
on
on
me.
you. Like I'm
Fool
not
me twice,
doing
shame
it.
on me, yeah.
Yeah, bye. Like I'm out.
Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign.
Right.
But you know, it's one of those things where I feel like as you get older, that's like heartbreak. Like I think for me, like let's say I get into a relationship tomorrow, he cheats on me, he's the worst thing ever. Like I don't even think I would cry because I done
No,
been
of
through
course
it.
not.
You know,
Yeah.
I done been through it so many times where it's like, okay, you're just another person that you know failed me, and
Or
I'll
you're just not ready.
yeah,
We're not on the same page right now, and that's just what it is.
yeah.
And I don't hate you, I don't fault you, but I'm happy that I can recognize things sooner than later, because I don't want to, you know, when I was younger and you're in something and then you stay in it for years and then you're out and then you like, what in the
I
hell?
wasted all that time.
Right. So now I'm just happy that I can recognize it and know her feelings, and maybe we'll try again later or not.
Or
But
just be
where I'm
friends.
at, you're not at right now, and that's
Right.
fine. But I'm not
It's
gonna settle for where, you know, I'm not gonna settle for
Because I
that.
can do bad all by
Yeah.
myself.
But
It's
I feel like we are supposed to live this life with someone. Like, you
Yes.
yeah.
know, it does feel good to have someone
Mm.
that you know is yours and you're theirs. And it's not about being possessive, but just knowing that's my person. He got my back, I got his. This is, you know, you do life together, and it's not supposed to be by yourself.
I do, like, I'm on the other end of that, Dana. Like, I feel like for me personally, like, I don't have to have somebody. Like, I'm okay with being by myself, and I'm okay with like being with my girlfriends and having a great time.
Not
And
forever.
mm,
Forever?
I don't know. Like, I don't have to have any. I mean, like, and this is just me. Like, this is not everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to. It's okay. Or I can have a friend and we're just friends and we're just having fun. Like, that's how I feel like where I am in my life now. And I don't think about, oh, you know, I want to end up doing life with some. I'm trying to do fun things like invite my friends out to this yacht or get a private jet and invite my friends, not another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or not a guy.
Well,
Not a,
well,
Right,
that's the
right,
thing.
right.
Like I'm about to say, we gotta change our verbiage. Because if you date
Sorry.
niggas, that's your problem.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you know
And
what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then too, I'm gonna say like, I really did forget. It was like one of them times I was like, I feel like I was like playing double dutch. I wanted to jump in, but you know my mind is bad. So never mind. I'm put a pin in that and come back to it when I remember what I was gonna say.
Well, I was just saying, I feel like that.
No. I remember. I'm sorry. I remember.
Okay.
So you said that you could, be by yourself. So like, I remember thinking like that. Like, I don't need to have anybody. I want to be by myself the rest of my life. Like, because I had been through so much in my life. Like, so many heartbreaks, so many places where I lost who I was in a relationship and things like that. But then when I really think about the dynamics of unity, right, and two coming together and really building together, you can still have that yacht party with your friends and private jets and jet skiing and trips to Cancun. But in essence, when you think about that partnership that you have with your partner and you're building a life together, that's nothing more beautiful, because you really can't build that with your friends. They're going to move on with their lives. They're going to have their relationships. And we can have our independency and still have our, be submissive and have our own life out at the same time. Like, we can do that. And I think it's a beautiful thing when you're with the right individual.
Right.
And you're building a life together where you're both on the same page. Is it going to be beautiful every day? Absolutely not, right? You're going to have your issues, you're going to have your problems. But if you love each other, there's nothing that I feel you can't work through, unless it's those, I'm telling you, like Brittany said, like, I'm telling you, this is how I am, this is what I need, and you're not listening to me. You're disregarding how I feel. So now I'm reassessing how you love me, because your love for me is not that you would do what you're not even submitting to me, because submission to me is hearing what I have to say. And even if it doesn't make sense to you, the fact that you love me so much, you're saying, I'm not going to do these things that hurt my partner.
Right.
Like, that's what I don't get. That's why I don't understand. And I think that that's why I'm at in my life right now. Like, why can't you just understand that these things hurt me? And for whatever reasons that they hurt me, why can't you understand that and make a change? Because you can you'll push somebody completely away just by disregarding how we feel. You know what
Therapy.
I mean? Yeah.
I think that goes back to what we were saying earlier. Therapy. I think hurt people hurt people.
And we don't hurt.
Yeah.
We've all been hurt. We've all been disappointed. So I don't know. You just live and you learn. That's why you can't waste too much time. Because for some reason, people think that we got this infinite amount of time, and we don't. Like, every day we wake up, all you gotta do is get on Facebook or turn the news on, and so many people walk out their doors expecting to come back home, and they never do. Like, we never know when it's our time to go. So that's why I've always been, if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. I just jump out there and do it. And I feel like in every aspect of my life, and that's including relationships and everything else. I mean, wait for what?
Yeah. And waste time.
I mean, tomorrow isn't promised to any of us. So we either gonna try it. If it don't work, it don't work. Or it could be beautiful. But at least
we're
you
grown.
tried it, and then you're not living with what if, or the one that got away, or you try it.
I think we're grown. I think we're all grown.
10 people in 1 year. You tried it.
Yeah. People know right from wrong.
Self-preservation.
Yeah. We know right from wrong. We know if we're hurting people.
Exactly.
We know, like, we're not kids anymore. Like, if you text in 5 females, good morning, beautifuls. Like, what girlfriend, wife, fiance, who is accepting that? Because it sounds like you need to be in a poly relationship, and this is not what I signed up for.
It sounds like you need to be,
Not good morning, beautiful.
Like, it's like we all know right from wrong. We know that if we are talking to people grimy, and you turn around 20 minutes later and talk about, I love you, like, no, you don't. Like, did you hear the way you just said to me a minute ago?
I had this one guy that would text me every morning, good morning, beautiful. And I'm like,
the Sour Patch Kids. Yeah. Like, are you okay? Like, are you bipolar? I think you need to see a doctor because something is off. And you need help.
You just need to have, do I want to be treated that way?
Yeah.
Do I want her to be able to be with different people along with me? and ask any man that you deal with that, and they are not going to be okay with that.
Again,
So,
they know
you know,
right from wrong.
so what makes, so why is it got to be okay for us?
Right.
It's literally gotten to the point where women are almost like the new men in relationships. Like, we like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Like, no, we're
Now, don't get me
no.
wrong. If it's not serious, if I don't see nothing there, you know, it's just something fun, then do what you want to do. But if I care about you, I see a future with you, we saying all this deep shit to each other, then yeah, I'm gonna give a fuck if you dealing with other people. I'm sorry. I can't say that I care about somebody or love somebody or really, really fuck with somebody and not care that they seeing other people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe other people can do it. I can't. So
I think that for me, the biggest thing, y'all know how I am. So if you're going to be connecting with somebody else, give me the choice, because I don't know what type of energy you about to bring to my womb space.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, that's important because it affects your whole life.
Yeah.
Like, you just be surprised who you connect with on an intimate level.
Yeah.
What type of energy are you bringing to my womb space? You know what I'm saying? Which is going to affect me. You know, it may affect my cycles. It may affect my personality. It just may affect me physically, period. Because you're bringing energy to me that I'm not welcoming. So give me that choice. And if we're in the choice that we're going to be in a poly relationship, let me help you pick your partners.
Period.
I know that's right. I know that is right.
I don't knock poly. I have a couple of
No, not at all. I think it's beautiful. I think more people need to explore it, because that is what they want. People want that, and they don't even. I think in the next, I would say 5 to 10 years, we will see those poly relationships blossom. A lot of men and women need to be in those type of relationships because they don't want to be with just one person, and that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, just find the people that are okay with that.
But like you said, Ronnie, it's give me the choice.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Or just be honest about it all, because
that's giving me
it's okay. Like,
because we have to be
okay.
As women, we know that if a man is out there doing what he's doing unprotectedly, you're putting that. Ronnie, I heard you say this in a salon like years ago, and you've said it multiple times. It's like you're putting that energy inside of me, of other people, and I did not give you permission to do that. So when I'm all off and I'm all messed up in the head and I'm thinking my man's being faithful to me and whoop, 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 and then I find out you cheating on me, it's like, oh, because you put this other person's energy inside of me.
Yeah.
And
now I'm acting the fool. I'm acting crazy. I'm not myself. Who is this? Oh, man. I got to put, you know. But I remember when I used to go to church, it was this revival, and this woman was talking about, like, intimacy. And she was like, intimacy is into me, you see. Right?
So
basically, she was like, whoever you've been with, go home and pray them off. Say their name, pray them off. And I was like, no, for real, that's some real shit. Like, you may need to pray these people that energy off of you.
Yeah,
because now lay down with this person, then they was laying down with this person. It's like a domino effect, right?
Yeah.
And then you get all this energy on you, and people are crazy to think that it doesn't transfer from person to person to person to person.
And you know what else transfers?
pH.
You know what else transfers? STDs and AIDS.
Okay.
Honey.
That's what else transfers.
Give back. There's
Please don't me out. I don't want to let y'all do that I didn't do. Okay.
So it goes back to, like, again, give me the choice. Give me the choice. And I think that's where we need to date more as women. And we need to not rush into situations with men, because if you truly give someone I would say a good 6 months, you will truly learn a lot about them. And I know we all go through that honeymoon stage where we're like, oh my God, I think he's the one. I love him. You like plan out your whole life, your children's names, their middle names, vacations. We do it all. But I think for me, one thing that I've learned is taking that dating time, taking that time to date and learn people, because hell, by month 4, you might figure out, something's wrong with you. Like something's wrong with you.
Work though. I don't think I do the dating time right, because I feel like if you're dating 4 different people and then you finally meet someone and you like, oh, this feels different. I like this. This might make me, I'm reassessing everything. For me, I'm gonna fall back from the other four and focus on this and give this the energy, the time to let it flourish and see what it could be. Because I feel like if I'm still bouncing, I'm not really giving that. So how will I ever really know which one is the best one?
I think
So you
for
just keep
me,
dating all five,
yeah.
or
I think you date them through a certain amount of time and you start eliminating. I feel like until we have that conversation of we're going to be exclusive, I want to take this to the next level with you. Because I think we get hurt as women when 4 months into it, we find out that they're still talking to their three. And we're like, whoa, I thought we was vibing. I thought things were great here. And I think Dana, what was it like 10 years ago? Was like, we're going to date like guys. Like, I think we have to have that mentality where, no, I'm not cutting everybody off
and
for
the
you.
first date ends up
The
being
first
different.
date, you're like, oh, I love him.
Hey,
We're together.
Remaining morning, okay? There's a minute
Yeah.
left on here. So we're going to have to end this and jump back on.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's telling me there's a minute left.
But yeah, I think that's it, Dana. I think ultimately it's all about not stopping what you're doing, because I think that's where we become submissive to people that don't deserve our submission up front.
Yeah.
So how do you differentiate though? I don't know.
I think we have to
have time. The representative to either go away or stay.
I don't have time to juggle. I don't have time to talk to 5 different people throughout the day or at night. And my attention, I just don't really want. I just want to focus.
Have a top 2 or top 3.
I love too hard. It is what it is. But I'm gonna jump back on here. Everybody, jump back on, and
okay.
We got some more guys coming on too.
Okay.
All right.
Have a top 3. Oh, TD said add me.
I know. I have to